Hello my friends, my name is Rich and welcome to Greatest Rock and Metal. On Greatest Rock and Metal I talk about what are for me the greatest rock albums, bands, gigs of all time, based on listening to thousands of albums and going to hundreds of gigs over many years. If you enjoy what you see, please press the red button to subscribe to the channel. It's free, it's easy to do, and it won't take you very long. Thank you very much. Okay, today I am going to be featuring Rammstein. And the reason why I'm choosing Rammstein is because this month, maybe even this day I think, is the 20th anniversary of this album, Mutter, or English version, Mother, but we know it as Mutter. Now, I must apologize in advance. I am not German. I have no German in me, as far as I'm aware, so my ability to pronounce any German words throughout this episode, please forgive me if I am crap at it. I will try my best. So, Rammstein, 20th anniversary of the Mutter album, and it was this album and a song from this album which was my introduction to Rammstein. Now, I had heard of them, and actually I'd even watched them on a video that I'd seen a few years earlier. It was a Limp Bizkit video and Korn video that was about a Korn tour that they did called Family Values. And Rammstein was one of the support acts on that tour in America. And I'd seen the video on there, but I think they had a couple of songs on that video, but I hadn't really taken much notice, to be honest. It was only in 2001 when the video for the Sonne song, which is on this album, appeared on Music Channel in the UK. And not only was it a great song, but it was a very unusual video. It featured Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, of course, and or the Rammstein Dwarfs. And it was a fascinating video to watch, along with a great song as well. So that was when I really thought, hey, I need to learn more about this Rammstein and get into the band. And hence, I got Mutter. So the band themselves were formed in 1994, and it's incredible that here we are 27 years later and it's still the same lineup of the band. You can see down here a couple of pictures of the band. That is an incredible achievement. Most of the bands I talk about on Greatest Rock and Metal have had several lineup changes throughout their years. There's very few that are able to keep the same members throughout such a long career. So respect to them for that. Especially as we also know with the band that they aren't particularly the best of friends. So this is very much a business arrangement with them. And one of the downsides of the fact that it's kind of more of a business arrangement and they don't particularly enjoy being each other is that in those 27 years there's only been 7 studio albums, which is a pittance really, although when they produce studio albums they do a damn fine job of it. So, formed in 94, and this was their first album, Herzeleid. This is a special 25th anniversary vinyl version of this. Maybe we'll take a look at this another time. This is absolutely fantastic anniversary release. That was their first album, and yeah, it got some interest. Now, obviously, those of you who know anything about Rammstein will know that also all of their songs, or pretty much 99% of their songs, are written and sung in German language. And it's incredible that then with their next album, Sehnsucht, and then with Mutter, those two albums really took them massive on a worldwide basis. So not just in Germany, and it's incredible that they've been able to come today to become, like they are today, a stadium band singing in German, and that is a real achievement. So how have they been able to do it? They've been able to do it with two things. Number one, and most importantly, brilliant songs and songwriting. At the end of the day, regardless of the language they're sung in, they're very catchy songs. And I don't know how you sing along to Rammstein songs, if any of you out there do so, if you're not German, but I sing along in my own version of their German. I have no idea what the lyrics are to their songs. So I'll mainly be able to pick up the titles, maybe, but then the rest of it I just kind of make it up as I go along and hope that it kind of fits in. And so these two albums were a massive part in terms of building their career, and here we are today in 2021 and they're still going. And actually their most recent release, this here with just the matchstick on it, and it's an untitled album, has been extremely successful, and before COVID they were doing a very successful stadium tour of Europe. They just come to the end of that, I think. And this matchstick is very significant because I said there's two things that contribute to their amazing success. One has been the songwriting, number two, the live show. The Rammstein live show is a full-on pyrotechnical experience, the like of which I had never seen before. And despite being like a Kiss fan or a Motley Crue fan, both of whom are known for big pyro shows, neither of them can touch the pyro on display and the special effects on display at a Rammstein show. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal shows. So let's also talk a little bit more about their history. Another thing that has been important, I think, in terms of building them up to the size of band they are today, is controversy. They are not afraid of being controversial. Now, this first ever album cover alone in itself can spark some controversy. Why? Well, I don't want to get cancelled, so I'm going to leave that to your own thoughts. But there you go. You have 6 topless men on the front of the album. And actually the original, I didn't get the CD out for the original album, but the original version of this, cover art for this, also had them surrounded by flowers. So they're in a field of flowers as well. They've done porn videos for them. Now, when I say porn videos, it was still a music video, but basically it was a porn video for one of their music videos. They've flirted with the controversy of their German heritage. Now, the band themselves are from what used to be East Germany, and they are very much against the Nazi history of Germany and the right-wing side of Germany. They are very much a politically left-sided band, although they don't really get into a huge amount of politics in many of their songs. But they are not afraid to really stoke the fires with some of their videos, and especially in terms of using wartime images in their videos, and also some what some have said are anti-Semitic things within their videos. And they're doing it just to create controversy. Of course they are. They've made it quite clear that they don't agree with any of this, but they use it to get the publicity and to get people talking, and it works. The video for the launch video for their most recent album for the song Deutschland was full of Nazi history imagery, that really sparked a lot of controversy about the band. So I'll leave you to delve into all of that, because if I talk any more about it, there's someone somewhere going to get offended, and well, I don't want to do that. We're here to have a bit of fun and just talk about the bands that we love, Rammstein being one of them for me. Okay, let's take a break from all of that. Before I talk about Mutter to you, let's take a look at Rock T-shirts by the sea. So the year is 2001. 20 years ago, the album Mutter. This is without doubt for me Rammstein's best album. It contains a massive load of great songs. And trying to pick just my favourite four from this album is a real tough ask, but that I am going to do. First, a little bit about the album cover. Now, this is the second version of the album cover, and the first version was a green colour. This is a deluxe version that was released a little bit later, and you may be able to see that the cover is actually the dead fetus of a baby, and Mutter translates as mother. Like I said before, they're not afraid of controversy. So, oh look, we got the hand there as well. Spooky, yeah, spooky. So this was a double CD version. They added some bonus live tracks to it. And it was a very successful album. There was 6 singles taken from this album. That shows the strength of it, especially when there's only 11 tracks in total on it. So, my favourite 4. Well, it's very much loaded from the very start of the album. The first track, Mein Herz brennt, or translated loosely, My Heart Burns. A track about kids having nightmares. A very spooky track, and a great introduction to the album. It starts off very quietly, and then we get the big guitar riffs in there, and the keyboards, and the brilliant vocals of Till Lindemann. Again, sorry if my pronunciation is bad. And Mein Herz brennt. He's got an amazing voice, a very deep, powerful voice. He's a massive guy and a real presence on stage live for Rammstein. And he kicks this song off brilliantly. And we also, in I think it was 2012, Rammstein released a piano version of this song, which is a real haunting version of the song, and you've got to check out the video for it. The video is just Till singing along to it. Now, if you visualize the clown from the movie It, and then you kind of take away the hair and make him look even more evil, that's the kind of look that Till has in this video, and it's an awesome video and an awesome reworking of the song, so check that out as well. The second track I would choose is Links 2, 3, 4, or Left 2, 3, 4. Now this is, I kind of mentioned it before, they're not afraid to talk about the military. And this starts with a marching beat. Yeah, a marching beat of the military walking along, and then you get the drums coming in, and the guitar, it is just a brilliant song. And one of the other clever things that they do is they don't say zwei, number 2 in German. They change it and they pronounce it more like true. Again, sorry for my pronunciation, I know it's shit. But the importance of the changing of the number 2 and the way they pronounce it is that that's how it's pronounced in the German military. So they're making it even more a military song. But the important thing is the word links, because what they're basically saying in the song is that we're not a fascist band on the right, we're actually way to the left with our political views. So interesting song, and another great video that goes along with this song, and always a superb track live to see the crowd reaction to this song. The next track I would choose is the 3rd track on the album, Sonne. I spoke about this earlier and the Snow White video, translated as sun. This song is about life's overindulgences, and that you have to be very careful to not overindulge in various things such as narcotics or alcohol or whatever your pleasures might be. Rock and metal music, I think I'm a little bit overindulging in that, but whatever. I just listen to the songs, they don't really teach me very much. And so, Sonne, great song, and many consider it one of the best, if not the best, Rammstein song. It isn't for me, I think it's a great song, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't say it's my favourite Rammstein song. And then the 4th track I would choose is the 5th track on the album, pronounced Fire Fry, maybe, something like that, translated as Fire Freely. Now, this is always a showstopper live. When they do this song live, this is one of their big pyrotechnical displays where the 2 guitarists will hook on like a giant fire nose, best way I can describe it, and you've got them either side, and then you've got Till in the middle with his giant fire nose as well, and they're shooting whatever 20-30 foot flames of fire into the air. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic seeing this song live. Now there's some different thoughts about the meaning for this song, what the song is about. I like given the way Rammstein are with some of their songs and their imagery, I'm going to go for the sex angle on this song, and that it's about giving your woman some hot loving. Best way I can describe it. That's in my mind what this song is about, and that's one of the beauties of music. Make up your own mind for what songs are about. So there you have it, that's my favourite 4. Tough ask to choose just 4 tracks from such a great album. The other thing I should mention about this album is sonically. The production and the engineering on this album is amazing. It really sounds absolutely fantastic, and it's got an awesome drum sound to it as well. I really like albums with big drum sounds, and this is certainly one of them. Fantastic drumming on this album. Drumming and drumming sounds on this album. So we're still in 2001, and luckily I was able to go and see Rammstein live on the tour for this album. And compared to the gigs they play nowadays, this was at a relatively small gig. This was at the Brixton Academy. The Brixton Academy in London, England, in December of 2001. Price only English pounds, 14 of them. 14 English pounds to see Rammstein in those days, and it was still a full-on pyrotechnical show. Let me just grab my set list here, if you don't mind, as a bit of a reminder. Rammstein Live. You have to see it. One of my favorite shows, and I've been lucky to see some incredible gigs, and a Rammstein gig is up there as one of my favorites. Not particularly this one, although this was an amazing gig. It was the tour that they did for, kind of like a greatest hits tour that they did, and I'll talk about that another time. It's captured on this video here, or Blu-ray. This is the, I think it was titled Paris, hence the Eiffel Tower on the front. And it was for this tour, which was kind of like a greatest hits tour. Brilliant show that was. So let's go back to this show, 2001, December 2001, my first time seeing Rammstein. I kind of didn't know what to expect, to be honest. I'd only just really started to big time get into them. I quickly went and after really enjoying this, I got myself the previous 2 albums and got myself into the songs, and I was up for this gig big time. And with it being Brixton Academy, which is a venue that holds about 5,000-6,000 people, even though it's got a big stage, I wasn't expecting the big production. We got the big production. We got the lights, we got the pyro, we got the whole kitchen sink thrown in, and we also got a brilliant set list. They kicked it off with the first 2 tracks from the Mutter album, Mein Herz Brennt and Links 2, 3, 4. We got tracks from Sehnsucht, such as we got Butch Dick. Butch Dick. I'm not going to say any more about Butch Dick other than go check out a live video of this song being performed. Awesome. We got the brilliant Du Hast, which I talked about Sonne before as one of their famous songs. Du Hast has got to be up there as a number 1, 2 or 3 song in the Rammstein's set list. And it was the song that got them a lot of recognition in America, outside of Europe. It was a big song for them. And we also got Engel and the title track itself. And there was a couple of tracks as well from the debut album, and also a cover that a cover song that they often do by the band Depeche Mode, and the song Stripped. Also another controversial music video that they made for that song as well, Stripped. So yeah, so that was the set list. Blew me away. This gig blew me away, and all subsequent Rammstein gigs have blown me away. They've been fantastic. I have not been able, unfortunately, to see them on this latest tour, and I hope to be able to do so. It's unlikely now with COVID restricting my travel for probably another 2 years, but I've seen one of the fan-made videos of a gig of theirs that they played in Russia, and it looked absolutely as fantastic as ever. So there you go, that's my little celebration on the 20th anniversary of Rammstein's Mutter, and sharing my thoughts and history with the band. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have, please press the red button to subscribe to the channel. It's free, it's easy to do, and there will certainly be more Rammstein in the future. I will leave you with some of my favourite Rammstein albums. Now, like I said, they've only had 7 studio albums. Now, normally I would pick my favourite 4, but as there's so few of them, I'm just going to pick my favourite 2. And of course, Mutter is one of them. And then it's a close call between the album that preceded that, Sehnsucht, and the new one. I'm going to go for this one. I think I'll give it to this one just for the album cover. Even though the tracks might be comparable in their brilliance, the album cover and the fact that this has got Du Hast on it as well, and Butch Dick and Engel. Oh, it's this one, yeah. So they are the 2 Rammstein albums that I would say check out. Forget the fact that they sing in German. It's not an issue. You'll love it, and you'll love them. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, as always, we rock!